What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Today we're going to recap some of the trades made on the day. Nonetheless, not really a great day. Haven't seen much follow through on the trades that were taken today. And partially it might be because of the holiday here, so we're seeing less volume, less follow through and activity in the market. Could be. But at the end of the day, finishing the day up about $70, $74 after all said and done. So did quite a few trades, nothing really panned out. So it ended up just being kind of a back and forth day. Ultimately, ended the day green, $70. So let's look at the trades. So something we were following today, long biased, was in fact Tesla. So market opens up, Tesla has this pullback candle, and then after that we get a very strong green candle that comes and engulfs the first red. So we open up, candle goes red, then candle goes green, and we have a bullish engulfing green candle. That there gave me the confidence to go long on it. So I get long 200 shares at 344.91. Pushes up, I'm green on the trade, pulls back, I'm red on the trade, pushes back up. At this point I was up about $350 on the trade. Or close to, and then it pulls back, kind of breaks this trend. At that point, I'm like, okay, the short-term bullishness on the stock is gone. I'm going to take the trade off, so I end up taking it off for a $67 loss. And now the stock is all the way back up towards those highs. So if you watch this, and you watch this at some point, and I think Tesla could actually have a nice long move later in the day to break these highs. So I'm probably going to be following Tesla later in the day for another trade that will break out of these highs and hopefully trend higher on the day. So anyways, first trade on the day with Tesla, ended up losing $67. So nothing too crazy there. We'll go over to Roku now. So Roku had some moves. I traded it once or twice. So I traded it 3 times a day, ultimately losing $100. So we see Roku move up on the day, does its thing, pulls back here. So now we're getting a little bit weak. And then this was kind of like a descending formation. I'm like, well, this could very well break down and kind of go press towards lows. So I was willing to attempt a short trade twice here, and then ultimately realized that I was on the wrong side of the move. So if you look at all these lower wicks, right, look at it come down. We got some wicks, wick. And so that's what kind of gave me the sign that it wasn't going to work out. So anyways, first trade, right, you can see we have this low point. We press up, we come down, we bounce, and then we roll right back. So I shorted, anticipating we get a break below the lows of 121.50. So I get short at 121.61. We press up, we roll back over, and it's not breaking down. So I cover up those 500 shares at 121.85 for a small loss, okay? We press up again, we roll over, and then we get this candle to actually break down pretty aggressively with some strong volume. So I'm like, okay, here comes the breakdown. So I'm getting short again at 121.41, and instantly it gets sucked up, creates a very long lower wick on this candle, and then we start to squeeze up. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the trade off. So again, 2 short trades right in a row, didn't work, lost. So at this point, I realized clearly the short move's not going to work. The likelihood that this reverses and has a little bit of a pop or a squeeze is pretty likely. So I end up doing a small scalp trade here, 700 shares at 122.11, pushes up to 122.51, and I sell those 700 shares. So as this started to press up and pop after my entry, I started selling the shares 100 at a time. So as this pushed up, I sold 100 shares, sold 100 shares, sold 100 shares. It's showing that it was one 700 share sell, but it was actually multiple 100 share sells with an average price selling at 121.51. So it ended up getting me up like about $200 or so, because I was down about $350 altogether on Roku after these first couple trades. Then we made another trade, 700 shares, and that got me down to only a $103 loss on Roku for the day. So not terrible. All right, then over to AMD. AMD was the last ticker I traded here on the day. As you can see, it's starting to break up there, which is good, but I wanted to make this recap video. So couple trades. First trade was a long trade here, 2,500 shares on this red candle. Reverses, pushes up. I end up selling all that position on this pop. Result in like a $140 win, okay? So this trade was pretty straightforward. I mean, AMD got smacked down earlier in the day. Then the market started to bounce back pretty aggressively. So I'm like, okay, the likelihood that AMD continues to move lower as the market's starting to get more bullish and starting to bounce back on the day, pretty unlikely. And that's why I felt comfortable buying in this bounce right here. And of course, just selling on that top for a profit of 140. And then over here, as this thing started to wedge out all day long and started to break up on this channel, I took a quick scalp trade of 2,500 shares, got in at 35.97. And as it starts to pop up a little bit, I end up selling those shares for a small win. So we get in at 35.97 and sell it at 36.02 and 36. So just a couple 5-cent trade on 2,500 shares to make about another $100. So pretty much just slowly inching my way through the day. Nonetheless, to result in about a $70 green day. So didn't really get any big moves, didn't really have any big swing trades that, ripped on the day. So everything was pretty small. And arguably that might be because of the holiday. So, who knows? There could be a million reasons why we didn't get follow through on Tesla today. And, some of these moves didn't have great follow through. Maybe they're the wrong setups to trade. At the end of the day, that's what trading's all about. So through all the trades made today, ended up finishing the day up just about $70 on the day. So all in all, not a bad day. Can't really complain. Still a green day. But other than that, that's all the trades for you guys today. So I hope you learned something new. And actually, remember this pattern here that you're seeing on AMD. This is a very recognizable pattern. And you can see I traded it. Didn't really hold it that long. And that was partially because I had already made so many trades for the day. So I was really just kind of inching my way back into a green day. Wasn't really looking to make big trades at this point. But, you can notice it. Down move, bounce up, down move, bounce up, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, getting towards the end of that triangle formation, right? So let me redraw that for you. But yeah, right, end of triangle formation. Nope, that's not it. Right, and then kind of breaking up and out of that triangle wedge. Right, remember that's a good trade setup. But other than that, those are all the trades for you guys for today. So hopefully you learned a little bit something new, and I will see you guys on the next video and for the morning stream tomorrow. Everybody take care. Have a great day.